Yeah. Hey yo, on the voices. We are the voices in your head. Get my podcast, leave them dead. Laugh too hard, now your brain gone numb. Kick drum, hit like a shotgun drum. Bent, 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 bent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 50 of the Bent Mike podcast for 50 consecutive weeks with
Wow.
some time off in between for things like the After Dark and mini-sodes.
Yeah, more like 78 weeks between vacations, libations, internet issues,
Penetrations.
and hydrations, everything else in between.
This is the podcast where we talk about all things the relevant and the irrelevant when it comes to contact and combat sports, half pro wrestling, half profanity. But the most important thing that we talk about week to week, Mike Zeak, is our check-in. My best good friend, Mike Zeak, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. Episode 50. Can you believe it?
No, I cannot.
50 episodes. I mean, technically.
This lasted longer than my first marriage, and that is not a joke.
Wow. We're starting off hot here, man.
Hot.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
hot.
my wife too.
Gets hot in here.
I'm keeping that in. Yeah, dude.
That just means we have a better relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
50 episodes, and After Dark, and a few lost tapes that we will be eventually posting on the YouTube channel.
Sure.
So if you haven't subscribed yet, go to the Ben Mike Podcast YouTube channel. I'm still gonna post some stuff on Spotify, but I think we're gonna solely be going YouTube, kind of going forward.
Yeah.
TikTok, everything else, Instagram. So make sure to keep an eye out on all the socials. I'm gonna make sure I put them in the description next video, because I
There's
didn't do that this last
really only one way for them to let us know that they want more and better, and that's by liking our stuff, subscribing to our stuff, leaving comments. So do all of the above, help us out. It really does help us climb that algorithmic ladder, get us to a better position, more visibility, which is what you want, we want, win-win.
Yeah. And we're in the midst of a heat wave here in
Ooh.
Pennsylvania. We shot episode 304 from the dojo. Imagine live.
Yeah.
Man, I was in a polo. You were in a full suit.
I was schwitzing like crazy.
Yeah,
Mike
we
Zeak.
were
Just
sharing a towel. By
rain
the time
over
the show
me.
was over, it was you could wring it out.
No, I smelled like straight nuts. Straight nut sacks.
Peanuts. Oh,
I smelled like nuts.
But I'm good, man. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
50 episodes and counting.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us and being along for the ride with us this whole time. Thank you for continuously keeping me on my toes and, keep me on my shit, man.
Well, listen,
it.
you make it easy because you provided me with gifts like this beautiful studio, and you provided me with gifts like this beautiful piece of apparel that I got on right here. This is
Our
official.
producer's not down here to make sure I'm in the shot, but I'm looking at Orangeburg. I'm looking at the camera. It's in there. It's in there, baby. We're
The
good.
official
We're good.
Bet Mike podcast merchandising.
Merch.
But I'll tell you what,
Prototype.
We unfortunately are the types of guys that will shamelessly self-promote by wearing our own apparel or our own podcast, but that's because I love it. It looks great. I love this shirt.
Yeah, in episode 50, I got my HBK WrestleMania 12s on for this momentous occasion.
That's right.
You tried to tell me this was not what he wore at WrestleMania 12, and it is.
It's
Not
under-
the shorts, but the color.
It's under debate.
The color scheme. It is. Come on. It's my favorite wrestler. And that
Nice,
might be a slight
I
tease
believe
for
you now.
later in the show. Why don't you tell them what we got? What are we nightcapping this show with? We've been teasing it for weeks. Not only on top of teasing the bells
this
of
is
the Bet Mike
interesting,
podcast, but
I was gonna ask you this: is this something we want to end the show with or start the show with? We do have a couple other games that we can play to end the show.
So let me ask you this.
So we could open up with our promises, being
Well-
men of our words, doing what we said we'd do for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Typically, our format is you leading the charge. So you tell me how you envisioned us talking about our top 20 professional wrestlers of all time.
A thought: how about to start the show, we review Sports Illustrated's top 20
Let's do
just
it.
to refresh our memories,
Let's
and
do
then
it.
we'll close our show with our top 20s.
All right.
How about that
So
for
let's
an
run through
agreement?
it. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Yeah.
So, according to Sports Illustrated, the top 20 professional wrestlers of all time, and this is specific to WWE. That is a qualifier there, WWE. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin, number 1. Hulk Hogan, number 2. The Rock number 3, John Cena number 4, Reigns 5, Taker 6, Triple H 7, Shawn Michaels 8, Bret Hart 9, Bruno Sammartino 10, 11, the Macho Man Randy Savage 12, Kurt Angle 13, Roddy Piper 14, Edge 15, Randy Orton 16, Andre the Giant 17, CM Punk 18, Chris Jericho 19, Mankind, and 20, Becky Lynch.
Very interesting list from Sports Illustrated.
Boo!
Top 20. Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of research only because I was curious how other people used not necessarily like what algorithm did they use, but what qualifications did they use to kind of ultimately put their top 20. And I texted you, and I'm like, man, I'm struggling with this a little bit because I mean, I'm a slight perfectionist in a sense where I'm very meticulous and I care a lot about things maybe a little too much than I should. Yeah. And this being that, and you're like, dude, don't overthink it. It's you perceive to be the top 20 wrestlers of all time.
So my my strategy in developing my own list was to engage in a little bit of cannabis use. We are proponents of cannabis use here on the Ben Mike podcast for both chronic pain and glaucoma. Yeah, insomnia, what have you. I don't have any of those, but anyways, the reality is it does help me become a little more creative. So a little bit of cannabis use, close my eyes, meditate, put on the song by Roxanne. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart.
At first, I thought you were going with Roxanne.
No.
That's what I thought you were.
Is it Roxanne? Who sings that song? I don't know. It could be Heart.
Rod Stewart?
But
no, that's the Police. Damn it.
Listen to your heart.
No.
Who sings that?
Roxanne.
That's the Police, yes, for sure. But let's see. We're going to just Google that quick.
Go ahead. Oh, while he's Googling that, we're going to go ahead and take a second to go ahead and shout out Big Cal. Thank you for joining us. And our boy, James Cayman Mateo.
You know, I'm actually, it is Roxette. Not Roxette. Roxette. Listen to your heart. And anyways, so I just, and I thought about the wrestlers that were most important to me throughout the course of my life, which is unfortunate to say that you're going to have separate favorites throughout different eras in your life. If you're a 30, 40-year-old wrestling fan who's watched wrestling for 38 years, there's going to be times when Hogan was at the top of your toy heap, and there's going to be times when it was The Rock, and there's going to be times when it was Cena. So it's really difficult to come up with a list of 20 from a purely statistical point. You have to use your heart and your experience. So,
and I think we kind of touched on that.
This list has no heart. Sports Illustrated.
Oh, I was going to say, ours does.
No, ours does. Sports Illustrated. What I just read, Sports Illustrated.
I'm sure if you would have asked, 10-year-old Mike Zeak and 10-year-old DC Bentley, who are your top 20 favorite wrestlers, it'd be way different from what it is now.
Yeah, they would have all been of that current era. I can tell you that. There would have been no retrospective, picks. Nobody that we learned about later in life.
What's nice is you and I are in the same age demographic, but we have a few years in between us where the height of
I'm like 30 years older than you are.
It's not. You're 40.
I was born in 1983.
Oh wait, no, you're 71, right? How are you? You're 43.
I'm close, 72.
Nah, you're not that old. We only got a couple years in between us, but we're close enough in age where, like, a lot of, you were a teenager when the Attitude Era was happening, where I was doing, I was doing Suck It in, like, 4th, 5th grade, and I'm being yelled at, and, don't do that. I didn't know why I couldn't do it.
That wasn't as effective.
My teen years was Attitude Era.
The cane wasn't as
not
effective.
Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression.
When you did the cane in the high school hallways, it wasn't as effective as the Suck It. The Suck It was cool, but when you walked around going, people were like, what the what's wrong with that kid? Spazzing out. All right, so wanted to bring this to your attention, and this is going to be something that they're going to be able to hear, but potentially not see.
We're going to keep it right in the middle, because last video was really loud when I put it directly up to the microphone. So we're going to...
More than ready to celebrate once again as world champion.
He's the wanted man, Dolph Ziggler.
Well, that's... No,
Nick Nemeth, sorry.
Nick Nemeth.
Nicholas Nemeth is a
So he is
two-time
now
TNA World Champion.
Yep, the TNA World Champion. Looking good though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean he's
Happy for Nick.
He's a tremendous athlete. You know, I think they're playing right into all these changes that are happening, like in real life behind the scenes with the budget cuts, and Tommy Dreamer was let go, and Sammy Callahan was let go, and I think Eric Young was released as well.
Yeah.
So there's a couple big names like, oh shit, like these guys are being released, like what's happening, and like maybe this title change, maybe they're going to play into that a little bit on TV,
Right.
because Steve Macklin also had kind of I think he called. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but the president of TNA called him a cuck on TV. And that was in his final. That was in his final show. So
excellent. You get back to their roots.
TNA is certainly, good or bad. Good press, bad press. People are talking about it. But congrats to Nick Nemeth.
Well,
I think Mike Santana, I don't know if his contract's close, but I think
he's gone. He's not coming back. He's not staying.
I think he's going to WWE then, right? He's not going to go back to AEW.
He might, dude.
You think?
Tony makes it rain on them hoes. You know what I mean?
I
you
think
that song?
I think it was very documented that he felt disrespected in certain areas.
You ever hear that song?
Getting paid?
Make it rain on them hoes.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Outside.
But I think Mike Santana is going to end up in WWE.
I hope he does.
Within a year.
He's in the best shape he's ever been in his entire career. He's having better matches than he's ever had in his entire career. If he doesn't go to WWE now, there's probably not a window of opportunity for him left. So why not?
Yeah,
but it's got to be NXT, right? He's not kind of the main roster.
I mean, that's where I would like to see him. Not because I don't think he's deserving of going right to the main roster.
He'll
but
get
like,
swallowed right
with
now.
the guys that they have right now in NXT, like him and Evil, or what is it, Nataru, whatever they're calling him now. But they've been calling him Evil on commentary too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call him Evil because that's what I'm still calling him. Tony D'Angelo. So like, there's guys that like I feel like he can work with, that he has history with already because he did the crossover with NXT. So he's already been introduced to that audience. Right. So it would be just kind of like a shoo-in, like Joe Hendry, Yeah,
exactly.
Say his name and he appears. He shows up at NXT. Mm-hmm. And then once he finally signs with WWE, it was a natural fit for him to show up there first.
Right.
So,
so you know who Top Dollar was?
Yeah, AJ Francis.
So AJ Francis had some interesting thing to say about wrestling, wrestlers' wrestling attire. I wanted you to hear it.
Okay.
I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Let's hear it.
Because this was interesting to me.
I think anybody that wrestles and draws is losing their mind. It's little kids in the crowd. I don't understand I just don't get it. When pants are readily available, I'm not even saying you have to have, a shirt on. Like, I think I have a shirt on, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think but it's little kids out here, guys. Like, if pants were good enough for Shawn Michaels, I feel like they should be good enough for everybody.
You want everybody in tights?
No, I mean, not tights. Not necessarily everybody in tights. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways to swag it. No. The little draws is crazy to me. Yeah. If I wear little draws to Walmart, I'm going to jail.
When I was younger, my little brother was younger. My parents took my little brother to some WWE live event, right? Came back home, and they were talking to me about it. They were like, yeah, and some dude was out there, and my mama said...
O'Shea Jackson.
O'Shea Jackson. Shout out.
Come to find out, years later...
No Contest Wrestling Podcast.
Just because he had...
Yeah, I kind of get the premise of, like, where he's talking. Or what he's talking about, I should say.
Well, I don't have an issue with...
I don't either.
With the trunks? They're called trunks, right?
Yeah, I see what he's saying. And from that it's very old school. Like, maybe that is one of those things that's still being kind of hung on to, that like a prototypical wrestler is supposed to wear that. But in this day and age, guys, we're 70, 80 years into the future from when professional wrestling was in its inception in the circus, when you were, Gorgeous George was wearing little short tights.
Sure.
Buddy Rogers was wearing little short tights. Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan. But as things evolve, like you said, Shawn Michaels, the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Best to ever do it.
But they did. Tights. There was.
But when he debuted, he had trunks.
In those eras, there was longer tights with built-in knee pads. Like some guys did wear trunks, but
almost like football pants.
Yeah. So here's the thing. When I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin in his black trunks, I never for a second thought he's exposing himself to
I didn't
children.
either.
So I don't buy the argument. I think you can over sexualize just about anything in this day and age, and I don't feel like those politics need to bleed into our wrestling to where the wrestlers aren't allowed to wear something.
I think there are some wrestlers out there that are potentially tiptoeing the line, or pushing the envelope with maybe how they're dressing, and that's not even. I'm not even suggesting just the ladies. Like, there's some guys that are wearing some stuff that's kind of questionable as well.
Well,
but it's to elicit a response. It's for a reason.
Yeah.
If the company they're working for is okay with it, they're gonna let it fly. But he's entitled to his opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with trunks, or even the little biker shorts. Like the biker shorts, I think are, we're done with tights. What are we doing?
But you can go to
trunks.
You can go to a public pool and go swimming with swimming trunks on and no shoes. Yeah. But if you go to Walmart like that, you're still gonna get in some hot water. So
you can't walk into Walmart.
Not necessarily because you're exposing yourself to children that they would arrest you.
Right.
I don't know what this is. Listen to this though.
Wrestling question of the day: who's an old school guy or girl who was nowhere near as good as everybody thought they were? Let me know.
Okay. What do you think? Most overrated wrestler, I guess, is what they're asking you. Somebody that was nowhere as good as what everybody thought that they were. I got one.
I'm interested to see or hear, because I can see and hear, because I can look at you and they can see me looking at you now. So,
well, what I would say is Mark Marrow was kind of a higher bust, where because Dusty was producing him as Johnny B. Bad, and he was having excellent matches that were overly produced.
Yeah.
And promos that were being overly produced by Dusty, he seemed better than he was. He was a great actor. Mm-hmm. And be honest with you, he's doing great now doing speaking.
Yeah, he's like a spiritual. I don't know if
he's high schools and stuff. A motivational
he's a public speaker.
Yeah. He does speaking, public speaking, and he does a great
job. They're very
job.
uplifting. They're very,
But that being said, I think that whenever he first signed as Wild Man Mark Marrow, as far as what I remember, there was a lot of buzz around that. That was a huge deal that he jumped from WCW to WWE, and it was like Johnny B. Bad is going to be this new Wild Man character, and it just fell flat on its face, dude. I mean, he had an awesome finisher and could kind of pop the crowd with that, but there was nothing behind that gimmick.
Yeah.
Except for Sable, which really propelled him to the next phase in his career. Because if he hadn't had Sable, he would have been a year and a half and out. That would have been it, dude.
I mean, I think when he did the MMA style,
I hated that.
But it worked for the times.
I love Jackie, though.
It worked for the times. Give me a minute to think about it, and I'll come back to it. But I need just a second to kind of think, because I try not to be overcritical when we do these types of things. But the reality is there's been plenty of guys, even high-profile guys, and I'm not saying Brett is overrated, but like when Brett went to WCW, there was so much hype about him going, and because of the screw job and everything that happened. But like Brett never really kind of got his
that's Tom
footing.
McGee.
Okay, yeah, I buy that.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like everybody thought he was gonna be
the lost tape with him and Brett, right? There's this lost tape of a match that they had, and it was supposedly like one of the best matches. Mason Ryan's another great example. Ryback?
They gave him a lot, though. He was there for a long time. I mean, honestly, I think he got as good as he was going to get, because he did have a little
No, that's not his fault, though. They fucked up by not putting the belt on him when he wrestled Punk the first time.
He shit on my boys, the Rad Boys, so fuck you,
yeah.
No, fuck you.
He did shit
I'm
on
not
the
going to
Rad
say it,
Boys.
because you're not going to say it on YouTube, but you Ryback.
He's not going to see this. He can say it.
No, he went like it. Because they didn't break the tape.
Stupid. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then they went for it again, and that's why he called them stupid.
You better put up your dukes if you ever see me in the airport.
Do you fly to Phoenix often?
Nope.
All right. I think
I don't fly at all.
Vegas. Slide over.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
Oh, his mic. Not him. You go back over there. Let's get you over.
No, I'm gonna stay.
No,
I'm
you
good
right
here. Yeah, I'm good right here.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, there's plenty of like I wasn't a big Ric Flair fan as a kid, but I'm not gonna say he was overrated. But like guys jumping from one show to another.
No, there's guys you can't make an argument that were overrated. Like you can't. There's no one's gonna say Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Ric Flair's overrated by any means. He had great matches.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand. I just didn't. If I was probably 10 years older, I probably would have got it.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
More sophisticated kind of wrestling.
Alberto Del Rio is going to be another one I'm going to throw at you because
I would accept
out of
that.
the gate.
I think
feuding
they would
with Ray,
that.
took his mask, won the belt in the first year, all these things, but then it just
what happened to him? He has his own demons, man.
Straight to jail.
He has his own demons. Yep. All right, check this out. This is a non-wrestling thing before we talk more wrestling.
Ooh, yeah.
Batman.
Oh shoot.
No kill rule is stupid.
Oh. Get that out of here.
3, 2, 1. Disagree.
Oh,
agree.
Wait. What was it again?
Batman's no kill rule is stupid.
Is stupid.
You agree that it's stupid?
I agree that it's stupid. I mean, it's a tough one for me.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental part of his character.
Correct.
So, in that respect, it is important. I don't like Batman as much as everyone does, though. It's just ridiculous.
Well, that's your opinion.
This character.
Okay, so let's discuss that. What do you think about that? The no kill rule is stupid.
I don't think it's stupid because it is. That's his one rule. That's his only rule. The only rule between Batman and absolute chaos and being exactly like the criminals that he is defending the citizens of Gotham City against is his one rule. If Bruce Wayne does not have that one rule, he's no better than any of the thugs that he's taking down.
Listen, I understand the logic. I'm just saying, I don't believe that there is absolutely no reason that you could kill somebody. I think there's some reasons. There's some reasons. Come on now.
Okay, well listen. I don't think I like that there's alternate universes where there is a Batman that kills. There is a Batman that's a villain. There is these different types of avenues you can travel.
Didn't Frank Miller just say, it was Dark Knight Part 1 and Part 2. Didn't he kill everybody? All the mutants? Didn't he carry
the Dark
a gun?
Knight Returns?
Yeah, The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, he's just like, he's killing people now.
Killing people.
Well, I mean, that wasn't bad, right?
I mean, see, this was an argument.
Save that shit for Superman. Save that moral compass for the fucking Superman.
And they did that one. They did that with the Justice League.
My Michael Keaton fucking banging Kim Basinger with no rubber. That's how I want my Batman. Reckless, and that was in the 80s. Yeah. And you shouldn't have done that. Back
you don't have
to
kill, but you don't wear the Jimmy. I got it. All right.
He's killed himself slowly. Killed himself slowly. You better get them fucking T levels checked.
Ben Affleck's Batman killed in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, in the Justice League movie.
Pattinson's didn't.
No, but do you think there's a chance that they would go that direction? Because I don't think James Gunn's going to go that direction at all with his Batman.
Well, they did announce his Batman this week. You know that.
I don't think that's real.
Well, we're not announcing it until we get some.
Yeah, I don't think it's real. That's why I don't want to talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have it on here, but they're saying.
But the first iteration.
Let's say it like this: they did announce that it was Batman. We don't know if the announcement came from them or not.
Right, because we also thought that Sebastian Stan was going to be Harvey Dent, and apparently he's playing Victor Zsasz in the Batman 2.
Playing in Victor Zsasz?
He's playing Victor Zsasz. Instead of Harvey Dent.
I don't like that.
I mean,
we're either going to love this movie or hate it.
Listen, I haven't heard a single word. There's been crickets as far as Mr. Freeze goes, and that hurts my heart because I love Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like
take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
I think the way they did it in the animated series was so beautiful. The story they told and so unique, and one of the better. I mean, it ended up being a throwaway character that had one of the better origin stories, even rivals with the Joker's, who's had a couple different origin stories, all of them good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like the Heath Ledger mystery. You know?
Yeah.
let's go into it.
And we're back.
Let's get into it. We're going to review the Night of Champions WWE from Saudi, correct?
Yes.
Let's see exactly where it was. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in the Kingdom Arena.
This is where WrestleMania 43 will be taking place
So
next year.
let's do this. We're gonna go through. We're going to review thoughts, feelings, opinions, etc. We're not going to give our 4-star rating until the end. We're going to come from top to bottom after we talk about all of them.
All right.
Just do that rapid fire. Obafemi defeated Jey Uso to become the King of the Ring in what we discussed last week as a lackluster representation of what King of the Ring used to be.
Yep, 100%. I don't want to say I'm shocked that Oba won because obviously we made a case on the After Dark show for either one of these gentlemen winning the match.
Yeah,
I was slightly disappointed we did not see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll get to that. I'm sure we might touch on Raw, but
we got a little.
I thought for sure we were going with Jay here and Brock getting involved, or even Jacob Fatu at this point, because since Jacob has joined the Bloodline, he hasn't really been doing a whole lot other than just kind of taking some people out.
Being generally kind of a dickhead, actually. He's kind of unlikable. He's kind of mean to everybody.
They're doing a good job of protecting him.
I ain't watch your match. It's well, why not?
I sure as hell ain't listen to your punk ass Jay. I love it, man.
Because you acting like a little bitch.
Hey, you know what I mean?
It's like, why's he got to be so mean?
You know what I mean? That's my second, you know what I mean, 3 that I've been able to do on this show.
Yeah, did I mean?
Yeah, did I
See,
mean? I like it. Yeah, did I mean?
Yeah, did I mean? Anyway.
You know what I mean?
So here's what my thoughts are. Jey Uso has had very questionable matches ever since securing his first title. I think we can agree on that. The matches thereafter were not fantastic. They weren't 5-star matches or anything like that.
There was a few times where he did not do a super great job of kind of...
He had a fall from grace. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, I think it's being a little overcritical, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, he lost the title and hasn't been in title contention since, but he's got an opportunity here. Here's what I'm going to say. He was at his absolute best in this match because I do feel like as a overmatched size-wise underdog, his style is more acceptable. I mean, the super kicks. You can believe that Obafemi's not getting knocked out with 18 super kicks because he's Obafemi.
Right.
So when he throws 18 super kicks, you don't go, Jesus, dude.
It's like it's needed.
Yes. And when he does his big splash and all this, I just really felt like he shined in this match as an underdog fighting from underneath because he showed great fire. And he's in really great shape right now.
He is.
Obviously, Obafemi's a monster. Everybody looked tired. I feel like the plane ride kills these guys. I don't like it. They look like they're underwater wrestling. And it's everybody except Cody. Cody glided like he was on ice skates. I mean, that dude is a cardio machine or something. We'll get into that. We'll talk about that later. But any other thoughts on that one?
Nah, moving on.
Io Sky defeated Liv Morgan by pinfall to become the Queen of the Ring.
I said it last week. That was my prediction. What happened?
It was great. Technically sound match. It was probably the most technically sound women's match I've seen in a very long time. I felt like both of these women worked their friggin' asses off, and they deserve credit for that.
It was a great match.
But my interest level isn't super high with it. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it like that. There's not a lot of heat between the two of them. They're just both good wrestlers.
Well, there wasn't at the end of that match.
No. This one, I'm going to eat a little crow here. I'm going to eat a little crow.
What do you mean?
Well, because you had made the case that we are, as a viewing fellowship of wrestling fans, sick of Seth and Braun Breaker. And I made the claim that I could go on and watch another couple of months of this feud.
Yeah, you wanted more.
I changed my mind.
Changed your tune a little bit, my friend.
So, what I hated about this match, and I'll start because I'm going to be negative. I hope you're going to bring the positive upswing.
Okay.
They put hat on a hat. They use a cage and then weapons. And there's no fucking need. Sorry.
Stop.
Kartip. No need to have a cage, which is supposed to be the third man, the third opponent, you know what I mean? And thumbtacks, kendo sticks, tables. Like the cage is meant to keep those implements of destruction away from the wrestler. So in case this guy wanted to use it to win the match, now he can't.
Yeah.
So now he's got to use, his body and his wrestling. He can't. Friends can't get in. Ain't no friends coming because they're on the outside.
Austin Theory's not allowed in the playground.
But a technically good match. I mean, it looked good. Everything was fine. It just Braun Breaker got busted open the hard way.
So I was out of town when Night of Champions had happened because I honestly forgot that it was Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. We were in State College for the day, so when I got back into town, I threw it on. I told you I was getting ready to start it. At this point, it had already happened. It took a second while you were giving us your opinion to find the text from one DC Bentley on that Saturday. I said, on our way back from State College, haven't seen Night of Champions yet, but I'm about to start it. I'll let you know what I think. It was a pretty good show, man. This is DC. I was actually shocked and happy with the result. You were right. Cage match was stale as hell.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's not to discount either guy. They're both athletic specimens.
Like I said, technically, it was great.
I'm just over the story.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go too far because my hope out of this, where they're going, is where they're going. So I'm glad we finally got that bow on this story. I liked how Braun kind of stopped him at the end.
Yeah.
And then fired back up, but didn't have enough. And Seth finally was like, all right, this is it.
Yeah, and the announcers did a nice job at saying this is the end of this. Yeah. So Trick Williams with Lil Yachty defeated Ricky Saints by pinfall. This I really enjoyed. I think Trick Williams is really starting to find himself. He's not all the way there yet, and I'm not saying that it was the best effort that I've ever seen from any wrestler at any time. He just is getting it now, and he's finding his way of doing it.
Right.
He needs someone like Ricky Saints who knows how to work that old school heel bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And, I'm gonna fuck you in the eye.
I'm gonna use the referee. Come here,
yeah,
ref. Hold on.
those things, and make it obvious that he's cheating and things like that. And then after the match, try to jump him, and Little Yachty does the people's elbow, which was terrible, but it's the end of the match, so give the people what they want, I guess. Excellent crowd, by the way. Those fans pop for everything, dude. But I liked it. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the match in its entirety. I kind of skipped a little bit, like a round, just because it was getting late and I wanted to get to the main event. So I did go back and rewatch it on Monday when I got home from work. It's crazy to see where Trick Williams is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because when I was watching him in NXT, when I was first introduced to Trick Williams, he was just the mouthpiece for Carmelo Hayes. And now to see where he's gone to now, I think Trick is one of those guys that you can build, and he's on this not slow build because he's obviously a megastar. He's somebody that you can have win the Rumble and win the title at WrestleMania next year. And it's believable.
Wait a second.
I think it's believable.
Are you trying to tell me that you whooped that Trick?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I whooped that Trick. I got to be honest with you. I don't even know what it means, so I'm not going to commit to it, but I'm glad you do.
We'll Google it.
I don't want to.
Okay. But no, I like Trick Williams. I like how they're using Ricky Saints, but I wanted Ricky to win here because I wanted Trick to chase him to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
We got 2 nights at SummerSlam. We have to fill 2 cards with at least 6 to 7 matches. It's in Minneapolis.
I'm afraid that Ricky is going to be the guy that works with the guy, buddy. Sorry, and I love him. I think he's awesome, but
let's revisit this in 3 months and see where we're at.
We will. I mean, that's just my gut reaction. So this next match, Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill by pinfall. I really like this match. There was a lot of awesome surprises here.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see Chelsea Green make her return. I was surprised to see Charlotte Flair come back with some attitude. Like, this is the catty nonsense that makes women's wrestling enjoyable for me personally. I love this stuff, so I liked it a lot. It was only 7 minutes and 40 seconds long, the whole match. So
I've been making a case for Chelsea Green for weeks, if not months, on this podcast. I think she got a bigger reaction than Charlotte's involvement.
Yeah, and don't you think that little TV show didn't help her popularity?
It certainly didn't hurt. I don't think
that's
think
what
she
made her a star.
Come
though,
on, dude. I don't think she needed it.
She needed something.
Well,
when she was on that reality show, they went, "We really like her because she's being held down by the man, Michael Hayes, Doc Hendricks."
Michael Hayes did not see her as a man of
honor. I don't know why I made that voice.
Was that Michael Hayes?
No, that was Chelsea Green, but
I don't think I've ever seen her do this.
She doesn't sound like that.
No, she doesn't sound like a man. No, she does not.
Speak for yourself. I think it was awesome to see 2 female superstars return in that environment.
Yeah.
I think it says a lot about where the shows are going.
I said a couple weeks ago that I think they need to turn Tiffany Stratton heel, and I'm still gonna die on that hill. I'm just not ready.
They gotta do something with her. She's stale, dude.
I think this inclusion of like Chelsea and her now like being kind of open to Chelsea's help.
Yeah,
it's just gonna mean all the more when she does turn heel, and it's just gonna. They won't need a title for that feud when that happens, and that's what's nice. Like they're building stories, they're building feuds that doesn't necessarily need the title, and it's important because we have. I don't want to say an oversaturation with championships because we have the same amount of championships we did during like the Ruthless Aggression era, with the exception of not having a cruiserweight championship anymore. Right? So it's one of those things where you have so much time on television, you have so many talented individuals, but you want to highlight them as the best as you can. The problem is no one's going out of their way really to watch Main Event. Or like I didn't even know Main Event was still a thing. The show. And it's still going on.
What?
They're still taping that before SmackDown.
No, I know. Raw. I watch all of them. You don't watch Main Event?
Nope.
They're fun. They're only an hour.
Nope.
It's worth it.
The only reason I saw it, I was like, oh shit, that's still happening?
Ebenezer Zeak.
Sorry. Matt Cardona posted that he had gotten a win on Main Event, and I was like, oh shit, that's still happening?
You should watch it. You would like it. It's nostalgic. It's fun.
I don't have enough time in a day.
So,
Paul Heyman.
In our Main Event.
Cody getting into the mix.
There is Crossroads.
A double crossroads.
Yeah.
Gunther goes flying.
Cody still has Sami Zayn hooked. Cody going. Oh, no, not so fast, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Roll through 1, 2, 3.
Okay, go ahead. Bury me.
I'm not going to bury you. I'm not going to bury you.
Well, go ahead. Tell me what your thoughts were.
Happy. I was very happy. I was not as much as I wanted it to happen, and just as much as I wanted it to happen every other time he had an opportunity, I didn't think they were actually going to pull the trigger, and they did. Yeah. Again, I don't think it's going to be for a very long time. I think it's going to be a transitional kind of situation, but now he's had it, and he'll have more of a reason to go back to it eventually down the road, especially if Kevin gets to come back.
Now, wait a second. What do you mean by a transitional?
A transitional
He's champion.
Listen, do you think Sami Zayn...
Who's he dropping the belt to?
We'll get there.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
You think Sami Zayn's going to run the championship all the way to WrestleMania?
Hell yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's too much time between now and WrestleMania.
Nope. That's it. He's not even going to defend it until then.
Okay. All right. Well,
why would he have to?
Because you're contractually obligated to defend the championship.
Nah, he's got a good manager.
President Jack Tunney, DC Bentley.
I think.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
Well, I think he's passed.
Oh wow. Hello.
So let's do this. I thought listen.
We're going to rapid fire our 1 through 4, our Bet Mike algorithm.
Well, yeah, but let me give one thought on that match. I was very happy for Sami Zayn. I was honestly not expecting that, not even a little bit. So when it happened, I literally popped. Like, I was happy.
Do you remember what I sent you? I just sent DC Bentley in all caps. Sam space Zayn.
So
that's it.
This is a Bent Mike podcast exclusive segment called the Barbell Bar Apology segment, where someone has to eat crow. So we made a bet. I humbly lost. I do owe you 2 barbell bars of your choosing.
Or built.
And I do, or built.
Yeah, we like them both.
And I do have to admit, you have an incredibly sound mind for current professional wrestling. As far as your prognostications, there is none better. So, Mike Zeak, my hat's off to you. My humblest apologies.
Hey,
I was wrong.
Well, I appreciate the apology. No need to. A very special person in my life once told me, you sometimes when you think about things and you put them out into the universe, they tend to come true. I'm not saying that Mike Zeak is the reason why Sami Zayn won the WWE Championship, but I've been saying it out loud and touting it for years that Sami Zayn is a championship material individual. He has shown it in his matches, his fire, his heel work, his babyface work, his inclusion in the Bloodline story, and just adding that additional layer that I don't think anybody, when they sat down during COVID, like, what are we going to do with Roman? What's his Bloodline story? They had no inclusion of Sami Zayn at the beginning. Whatever you give this man, he knocks it out of the park. He is somebody you can rely on. He is what they call in the business a good hand, but he is way more than that. He is somebody that can adapt. He's like Clayface, man.
Yeah.
He can, whatever you give him, he's going to make it work.
I knew
Trolling Cody Rhodes on his birthday was fantastic also, by the way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to my friend Cody Rhodes. And he's at a coffee shop sipping coffee with the WWE Championship on the table.
Well,
perfect.
What a heel. What a heel. You know, I had a wrestler friend of mine. His name was Bling Bling Benny Benz. They called him a good foot. He wasn't a good hand. He was a good foot. AJ Styles' son
before we talk about Avery Jones, do you want to do the star rating for the show?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Let's do it.
It's episode 50. We can keep each other on the rails.
Well, we will, and we're gonna have to because I ain't thinking to.
Well, listen. So opening matchup, Oba and Jey Uso out of 4, 2 for me.
Man, I feel like that's low.
Really?
I'm gonna say 2.25.
Every time you argue a point with me, you're like, I don't know, man, and it's always just a quarter more. It's never like a half.
I feel bad for Jay because I feel like the match wasn't super exciting, but it was still good, and I feel like
it wasn't meant for Jay, man.
I feel like it was the best uses of his talents. That's what I thought. Io Sky, sure. we already said we wouldn't debate it a second time, so we're lying. Io Sky defeated Liv Morgan.
3 out of 4.
Give it a 3. Yes, sir. Seth Rollins defeated Braun Breaker.
1.5 out of 4.
I'll give it a 1. Trick Williams.
You don't have to.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. It was not good.
Okay.
Too many weapons and shit. It's stupid. Trick Williams with Little Yachty defeated Ricky Sainz via pinfall.
This is another 2 for me.
Yeah, I'll give it 2. Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill by pinfall.
Again, I'm going to go 2 here.
I'm going to go 3. I liked it, man. I thought it was good. Yeah, and I thought it's exciting. Returns at the end, and everybody's looking good.
The returns, yes, but the match itself, like...
Storm. Wolverine. Arctic winds. Anyways.
Oh, my God.
Sami Zayn defeated Cody Rhodes and Gunther.
3.5 out of 4.
I'll give it a 3.5. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, super happy. Wasn't expecting it as much as I wanted it to happen. It did. I don't think Sami's going to have the championship very long. I think, dare I even say, I think he's probably going to drop the belt before SummerSlam. I think there's a good chance that it's going to happen. So we'll talk about it on the next show if that's what happens.
I already told you. Not even going to defend it till Mania.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it next week, and we'll see if you're right or if I'm right.
I don't
Or
have
if it's still up for debate.
Barbell apology segment of the week next week's this one.
Yeah, so we're up to 2 barbell bars
Yeah.
or build bars for now.
That's right. Overall rating on the show.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 4.
Same.
I mean, it was still entertaining. I still had a good time watching it.
I did.
It had the twists and turns. It had the returns. It had you thought this was going to happen, but this happened instead. It had the shock moments. Everything you want in a show, whether you're watching a sitcom, a drama, wrestling, whatever, it has that. Even sports, football, it has that. Your team's down by 7.
Right.
In the Super Bowl. They're going for the extra point. The drama of that. You know what I'm saying?
Use it a sports reference to reference sports. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Alan Jones's son there,
Okay,
AJ.
yeah.
Tell me what you think. I think this is just his entrance, actually.
He used the demigod entrance theme.
Wherever they're at, they love him, which is good. He's in pretty good shape. Actually, really good shape.
His gear looks just like his
daddy's.
daddy's.
He's little. He's slight of build.
I mean,
but,
AJ wasn't what he was when he retired. When he started.
I'm 5'6", so I was barely visible with the naked eye when I was in the ring.
It's good cruiserweight X Division wrestler right out of the gate.
Gonna be a struggle, like ice skating uphill. What do you think?
Only if he allows it to. As long as he continues to learn the craft and not listen to the noise, because there's going to be a ton of noise around him. Like, oh man, you got some pretty big shoes to fill, kid. Like, yeah, but I'm not trying to be my dad. I'm trying to be myself.
Yeah.
If he reminds himself of that every time he's in those situations, he'll be fine. He's athletic. I think he'll be all right.
When I see an entrance like this, and honestly, Steve Borden's son, what's his son's name?
Steven.
All right. Sorry. Esteban Borden. When I see their entrances and I see them doing very their dad like shit, it really makes me kind of cringe, because I saw what happened to Cody Hall. I saw what happened to Davey Boy Smith. I saw what happened to these second generation wrestlers that were just Curtis Axel, too close to the bit. You know what I mean? Too close to the dad. They did not have an individualized identity. Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexy. Who is Grandmaster Sexy? Brian Christopher. He had an identity all of his own.
Yeah. I mean, I think relying on your dad's move sets or paying homage, however you want to look at it, him just starting out and doing it like in his debut match, those people are looking for that. Like,
that's why they're there to see him do his best AJ Styles impression,
right?
Dude. They don't want to see him come out there like Jake Wiley and lick somebody's face.
Well, I would hope he wouldn't do that. We don't condone that on this podcast. Jake, stop licking people.
He
did to you tonight.
He took a beat of sweat off my head and licked.
He's fucking unhinged.
Ow. Sorry.
I mean, you did it on the show. You did that on the show. Yeah. You all right? You need a drink? Yeah, take a sip.
Yeah. Little drinky too.
I think it's okay to use. I think it's okay to use your dad's, moves, whatever, to pay homage. But like, once you're a few years into the business, like, if you haven't figured out who you are yet, you can't be so and so's kid. You can't just be so and so's kid.
No,
you can't.
No, Tully Blanchard dealt with the same shit. Who else? All of the Von Erich boys dealt with the same shit. Like, you have to rise above the reputation of your father. You can't live in the same shadow or the same swing as him. You can't do the same thing.
But what's nice is that kid's going to be given every opportunity.
Well, he's still what, 19?
Yep. But I mean, dad's recruiting for WWE now.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want it to be nepotism, but I think my boy can. Let's get him down to the Performance Center. Let's see what he can do.
A nasty little word, nepotism.
I hate that word.
So before we go any further, let's pay homage to those fine folks down in Bellwood that run that VI Pizza.
The following announcement has been paid for by VI Pizza.
Since episode 50 has been all about talking about the GOATs, the 20 GOATs of all time that Sports Illustrated came up with, the 20 that you came up with, the 20 I came up with, I feel like it's only pertinent that you and I play a game called the Tourney of the GOATs, sponsored by VI Pizza down in Bellwood. If you guys have the means and the time, which you always have the means because a more affordable meal you will not get anywhere in the Tri-County area, and you have the time, so get down there, see Dustin. VI Pizza, they got some of the best wings you will ever eat. Pizzas. Bowlies.
Stromboli challenge. Only one individual has
submarine sandwiches.
They're just called subs.
Well, no.
You call them submarines?
The technical term is submarine sandwiches.
Sorry. Stromboli.
Our producer says that is not factually correct.
It says. Yeah. Yeah, you got to listen to the producer.
She's probably right.
Yeah, well. Listen, I've had multiple people reach out to me and put over the Sweet Heat Pizza. It's not just me saying it. It's all these other great people saying it. Go down to 100 Main Street, Bellwood, PA. Get yourself some VI Pizza today.
Yes.
Tell them the Bent Mike podcast sent you.
Absolutely. So here we are. We're going to do a little tournament. And this is whom Gronk considered the popular opinion.
Rob Gronkowski?
Nope. Gronk, the AI software where you put queries in and it gives you the answers. So it's going to give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
Who do we
12,
appreciate?
14, 16. 16 of the top 20 wrestlers.
16. Okay. According to Gronk. Okay, so we're keeping on theme here.
That's right.
Let's go.
So, the first match. The Undertaker versus Mick Foley.
Taker.
All right.
Yeah.
Second match.
Now, whoever wins this is facing Taker?
Just keep the list and I'll tell you who they face next.
Okay.
All right. So, we got Macho Man taking on Roman Reigns.
Macho Man.
All right. Now, Macho Man takes on Take.
As much as I want to say Macho Man, I got to go with Undertaker.
All right. Cena versus Triple H.
Triple H.
All right. Sting versus The Rock.
Sting.
Triple H versus Sting. Sting versus The Undertaker.
Sting.
All right. So circle Sting. He's in the finals.
All right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Shawn Michaels versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh. HBK.
HBK versus Stone Cold.
HBK.
All right. HBK. Ric Flair versus Goldberg. Excuse me.
I'll take Ric Flair.
Shut up. That's a good pairing. What a great match. The Bret the Hitman Hart versus Hulk Hogan.
Bret.
All right. Bret versus Flair.
Bret.
Bret versus Shawn.
HBK.
HBK versus Sting. One of these posters is walking out of here tonight.
Oh, man. This is like my dream match of dream matches. Heel Shawn, babyface Sting. And
Wouldn't
you
it have
could
been
do
awesome?
it, dude. And you could have done it in like '94 with blonde flat top surfer Sting and just becoming sexy boy Shawn Michaels with the mullet, to when Shawn was in DX and Sting had the crow gimmick. Like, I gotta go with Shawn. I gotta go with HBK.
Awesome. I mean, who's going to argue that?
Tough.
How about that? Battle Tourney of the Goats, sponsored by VI Pizza. Get down, see Dustin Vipons. You can't miss him. He has great hair.
You will not get off about this with his.
It's great hair. A good hairline. Handsome fella.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of arrogant. I don't. But overall, a good guy. And he'll give you pizza, wings, bowlies at an affordable price, and it's the most delicious food in the Tri-County area. No doubt about it.
He loves you.
Ride
he watches this show.
Oh, I appreciate his patronage.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, I love you too.
Everybody go down, for real. Go get some pizza. Everything I've had down there, and again, obviously I'm going to put over his stuff because it's great. But literally everything I've had on the menu, I had where I work for Shoot. We got it on a Saturday. Everybody was raving about the pizza. Please go down and try the food, for real. It's great, and it's not far from Altoona. It's a 5 to 7 minute drive, depending on how fast you drive.
Excuse me. Yeah, and then
right.
yeah, and they have been supporters of Imagine Wrestling. They do the pizza for Imagine Wrestling, and everybody seems to rave about it. So, if you've been a frequenter of Imagine Wrestling and have tried their pizza and would like to try the other things on the menu, it's a good opportunity.
Breaking news: our next After Dark show will feature the owner of VI Pizza,
Dustin Vipons. I'm gonna be gooning the whole day.
You with these terms that your kids use. What the hell does that mean?
I'm hip with it. Anyway, so let's get into a little more.
Put it in the comments.
Cinematic discussions.
Okay.
So
hold on. I gotta do my Stone Cold. What? All right.
Great. And I'm glad you did it.
It's the most comical way I can clear my throat.
The rapid discussion question for the week is: name the perfect horror movie ending and defend it.
Okay.
The perfect horror movie ending and defend it.
So, you say perfect.
Yes, and I said I am happy to go first so that you understand my train of thought when it came to asking you this very question.
I always prefer you to go first.
Fucking true gentleman. So my favorite, I'm trying to watch the F words. My favorite horror movie ending that I felt was a perfect horror movie ending was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ending. I thought it was so.
Which one?
The original.
Okay.
The Tobe Hooper original. The blonde in a state of sheer terror and trauma finding her way into the back of that truck. So there's this kind of release in tension that had been building for a whole sequence where she's finally getting away, and there's Leatherface swinging around, and he trips, falls, and he slices into his leg, so he kind of gets a little bit of a comeuppance. But then he's back on his feet, and he really isn't dead. So someone at some time is going to have to deal with him. So it sets up a sequel, which I love in my horror movies, because if I really like it, I want to see it again. I want to see Evil Dead 2, 3, Burning Ashes, whatever the new ones are. Regardless, you get my point. But that is my defense for Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay. The reason I asked is because the remake they did a few years ago that they put out on Netflix, I really liked how they ended that. Where they thought the sisters were going to get away.
Yeah.
And he grabbed her. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's it becomes a trope at a certain point where you expect that type of ending from a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie because it was done in that first one. But
fair.
What's yours?
I have two, but I'm going to go with the one that I have on top because obviously this is not a Four Horsemen.
Okay.
I'm going to defend the ending to Freddy versus Jason.
I don't think you're wrong on that. I think that's a fucking excellent pick.
Because
I really was there for that.
Because
you give it a little wink, a little
oh wait,
Robert
hold
England
on,
wink.
You ready? Wink. That's a Rafi reference. Anybody that ever watched the leak, wink. Because the ending, there was an alternate ending because I was a nut for, obviously, I like horror movies and I loved Freddy versus Jason. I love Freddy Krueger. I love Jason Voorhees. So I bought the DVD that had all the extras. And of course I had to watch it all before I watched the movie.
Yeah,
and there was
I know the ritual. I was a DVD head too, man.
the alternate ending.
Speaking my language.
Yes. So the alternate ending where
I like to watch porn bloopers too. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
The alternate
I pooted.
the alternate ending where oh my god. Trying to remember their names.
Of the actors?
Yeah, one of them was John Ritter's kid. Jason Ritter.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
And the girl the final girl at the end. They're like at this cabin, they're like getting all hot and heavy in bed, and he's being a little aggressive and he's being a little more aggressive. She's like, "Stop, you're hurting me." And he like gets up, puts his hand up, looks up at his hand, claws come out. Like he was possessed by Freddy or she was dreaming, and the claw comes down and roll credits.
Yeah.
So that was, would have been an interesting way to end the movie, but the way they ended the movie for real with, Jason cuts the head off of Freddy.
Yeah, right.
And he's coming out from the water.
Right.
Freddy's, deadpan face. He's walking past, and then right at the end, just looks at the camera, winks, and then cut to black, and then you hear ha ha ha, ha at the end.
Yeah, it was a perfectly designed no contest. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things that gave me hope that we would have eventually had a sequel. Unfortunately, that never happened. It did in comic book form. I believe Ash Williams was also involved in that.
Yeah.
So, which would have been sweet on film because I love Bruce Campbell and I love the Evil Dead series. But I really like that movie. I'd like to just go ahead and just mention the producer's favorite because I asked her what she thought of mine before we started, and hers was the ending to Cabin in the Woods. You ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
Yes, I have.
She loves that movie. Loves it.
Okay, I'm not gonna knock it. I like the movie. I've seen a lot of horror movies though.
You have.
Have you ever seen the movie Sleepaway Camp?
I don't think so.
That is an ending you will not forget. So, it's an older horror movie. Get an opportunity, check that out. That might be on your list for perfect endings.
I'll have to watch it. The only other one I had written down was Dead
Have
Silence.
you ever seen it?
I have, but that wasn't my favorite ending. That was one of my favorite scenes. You took mine.
Say it again.
Wasn't my favorite ending. It was one of my favorite scenes.
Sorry, I didn't elaborate.
You took my favorite ending.
No, I said I was thinking Freddy versus Jason, and then you agreed.
Witness.
I was there.
Witness.
It happened.
Listen, you guys have got to come together and love each other.
Right now. Over me.
The kind of standard answers would have been like, Child's Play, which I don't agree with. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot on the list that I don't agree with.
Like, which one, though? Like, is it
Child's
the
Play
first
1?
one?
Yeah, the first one. Child's Play. Friday the 13th, Part 3.
That was the first ever 3D movie I ever bought to watch at home.
But I mean, I don't see those
hated
being any different than any of the ones that came kind of before or after them. You know what I mean? Like, weren't really.
Yeah. I mean, the one ending that I really did like was Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah.
Because they had the tease with Freddy, and then we actually ended up getting a payoff. It just so happened that there was some things that happened in between where we ended up having Jason X in between that happening.
Yeah, we sure did.
But
sure did.
Yeah, it was so bad that Kane Hodder didn't want to come back for the Freddy versus Jason movie.
I mean,
or maybe they didn't ask him. I don't know.
It was some shitty shit. That's for sure.
Fucking Hollywood, man.
Yeah. So, the Street Fighter movie is coming.
Am I gonna get to do it?
Versus. This is a return to an older segment. Versus.
Go, dude.
This is animated series.
Animated series for Versus. Here, give me a little.
Superhero animated series.
Superhero. Okay.
That's right.
Cool. Everybody that watches and listens to this podcast knows what my favorite is. And if it's on this list,
I'm guessing it is.
What do you think it is, JC?
Good. Batman the Animated Series versus X-Men.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Ben 10.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman versus Invincible.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman versus Spawn HBO Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Young Justice.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Justice League Unlimited.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Marvel's What If.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Teen Titans.
He didn't say go.
Oh yeah, it's got to be right.
No, there's two.
Oh,
You don't get to cheat now.
No, I'm not. I'm
Batman
sorry.
the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus the Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, Chuck likes the Powerpuff Girls. So does our producer. Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus The Last Airbender.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series, and I don't even know this one, versus Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Batman Beyond.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman versus Superman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Static Shock.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Danny Phantom.
Batman the Animated Series.
Batman the Animated Series versus Samurai Jack.
Batman the Animated Series.
So we see where your allegiances lie. But, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, I think...
If you would have bookended with X-Men 97,
Mhm.
because I went with Batman so much, I might have changed my mind.
Well, I mean, if you look at animated series like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you're talking about 2 good seasons.
Yeah.
As the show carried on, the shows got worse, and they weren't
because
entertaining.
the money kind of...
Well, and I think
so
they
the
were running
animation
out of
got
ideas.
down. Yeah.
The production time was very quick.
Well, and at that point, they started doing the movies too, so everyone's like, oh, we have these major motion pictures now. They certainly don't want to watch the animated as much anymore because we have these movies
The
now.
story sucked.
And
But-
then we got fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
I have a hard time with comparing anything that Batman the Animated Series gave to us against that symbiote saga that was on Spider-Man. I feel like that was the best bit of animated cinema ever produced. Was that series?
Spider-Man with a symbiote.
Yes. With Venom and Eddie
Mhm.
Brock. That was as close to the comic book as anything's ever been. Probably my most favorite piece of media that's comic book related.
Okay.
Me and Lincoln just watched it again. I love it. It holds up. It's really good.
I've been meaning to go back and like when I'm instead of like doom scrolling on any social media or anything else, or when I'm not, editing or doing something else, like I've been wanting to go back and especially with X-Men 97 season 2 just coming out.
Yes.
Going back and I thought about just rewatching.
Wolverine, Harlequins. That's my Storm.
You love Storm.
Wolverine.
The way she enunciates it.
Mhm. Wolverine.
See, I always like Rogue.
Because she's blowing
Nah.
Arctic wind.
Oh, the wind.
Wolverine. Anyway.
Oh, God.
So AEW also had Forbidden Door, and obviously we don't want to be too
we have
biased.
4 pay-per-views this weekend.
So let's take a look. We'll go through the results. I did not see any of the pre-show. I did watch the main show. But there's 14 matches. So
well, let's just rapid fire because I didn't get to watch the pay-per-view because again, it was my my daughter's birthday weekend.
Sure.
So we had some things planned, and I watched what I could when I wanted to, and it was really just Night of Champions and the Great American Bash that I was able to catch. So,
all right. So Drilla Mulaney defeated Daniel Garcia by pinfall in a singles match on the pre-show. What's his name?
Maloney.
Drilla. What did I say?
Drilla Mahoney.
Drilla Maloney. Yeah. 10 minutes. Didn't see it.
I didn't watch.
Can't speak to it. So, let's skip the pre-show altogether, actually.
No disrespect to anybody on the pre-show. I just didn't watch it.
So the Young Bucks...
I don't want to cover it if I didn't watch it.
with the Young Bucks defeated El Sky team, Mystico and Mascaras Dorado.
You want to hit it? It'll be the thumbnail for the show.
What's that?
Oh, they gotta go the other way. There it is. There's the thumbnail. Young Bucks up, baby. Let's go.
Yep. They
the Bucks of youth. Next match. Titan.
Kenny Omega defeated Zack Sabre Jr. singles match. I heard this. This match actually was very good.
It
was almost 30 minutes long. It was a long match.
I will be going out of my way at some point this weekend to watch this match. I have not.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. I knew Kenny won. But yeah, I like Zack Sabre Jr. He reminds me a lot of Bryan Danielson, depending on who you talk to. Just his style, the way he wrestles. He's very meticulous. He's very smart. He always has some sort of transition out of whatever you're doing. And as he got older, he kind of slowed down how he hit those transitions.
Right.
So it kind of gave not only the crowd the time to react to it, but the match maybe needed that slight dip before we kind of brought it up.
Yeah.
But I like Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I thought this was one of the better matches on the show. John Moxley defeated Bandito. This sucked. I'm not going to tell you why it sucked because I'm just tired of the Death Riders. I'm tired of Moxley. This was not good. It wasn't fun to watch. So I
didn't watch it. That's why I'm saying next. I did. Be rude, but I'm
not being rude. I just didn't. It was not enjoyable. It was 20 minutes of just John Moxley. John Moxley.
20 minutes.
Yes,
and they were match what?
6.
Oh. How many matches?
14. Shato
wow.
Umuno defeated.
Shota.
Yeah, Shota Umuno defeated Pac.
Umino.
This was cool if you like spots. I like spots.
And I like Pac, and I like Shota.
And they did good. Excellent execution. There wasn't really a botch.
That'll be the other match I'll be going out of my way at some point of seeing from this card.
Tekla defeated the Starlight Kid by pinfall in the singles match for the AEW Women's Championship. 20 minutes, dude.
I didn't expect Tekla to lose, so
she did not. Cope and Cage defeated the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors,
with the return of the Switchblade.
Of the Mac, yeah.
Jay White.
Yeah. Actually, the whole Bang Bang gang was out there. And Austin and Colton looking good, man.
Shooting stuff off.
Is that their names, Austin and Colton?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did good. Man.
I just thought of the most country name I could think of.
That was it.
That's the direction I know my buddy Kip would go.
Austin and Kip. Austin
he stole Dave Daniels' towel in a locker room one time.
Billy Gunn did?
Yeah.
Big Star's never told me that story.
Well, what was he going to do about it? Mr. Gunn, my towel.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. We're mending fences. Mending hearts and mending fences.
That took a lot of work.
Team Briscoe, Damn. Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Kenosuke Takeshita. And Darby Allin defeated Team DCM MJF, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, Okada, and Andre El Idolo via pinfall. There was some shenanigans with Andre El Idolo.
How you know?
Doing a turn.
How you know?
30 minutes.
I mean, did you expect it to be any less? Anytime they do any kind of big gimmick match where there's more than 3 or 4 individuals, it gets some time, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes, like a lot of the Stadium Stampede matches have gotten.
I tell you what, I get a little peepee. I'm too old to be staying up for all this wrestling.
Yeah.
So whenever they go 30 minutes in a cage match with weapons, and it's a hit and a slap and a power bomb and the thumbtack and the
Zeebs
chair
texted
and
me in
the bowling ball and the salad.
What else?
Yeah,
keep going.
What?
I'm good. What?
And JC Mateo.
James Cameron.
You're gonna say
what?
Coke can.
What?
Anyway.
What?
So the overall opinion of everybody is that there was just too much going on in this match.
There was a lot of stuff. Up with it. Well, and it's one of those things where when it's a Stadium Stampede match, it makes more sense when there's that much going on because they have multiple cameras going with them for a few minutes. Whereas in this match, it was all in one area. So it was too much.
Dude, I will say the
Too much.
the circular cage.
It looked cool,
fucking
right?
looks cool as shit. Yeah, it looks real cool.
I put a fucking dome on that bitch.
That'd be something too.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, Thunderdome. And Osprey defeated Swerve Strickland by with Prince Nana with I think a pinfall, right? Pinfall cover.
Yeah, I mean they've been
35 minutes and 30 seconds for that match. And Swerve
Wow.
Strickland was bleeding like a stuck pig. I mean,
Yeah.
he was covered in blood. There was blood everywhere, dude. He bled a lot.
A lot, yeah. I told you this earlier. I saw Osprey's entrance. Which
Yeah, it was really
which
cool.
was
Bane.
awesome.
It
and-
doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
It's one of my favorite quotes in cinema. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Swerve did Lobo, right?
Yes, he did, and it was really, it was actually pretty cool. I mean, and I get it. A lot of this is pageantry and pomp and circumstance, but what they did in the ring was really awesome too.
Yeah,
I mean,
this will be another match
they
I go out of my
moved.
way to watch.
I don't know how.
That's an hour and a half of matches already. That's only 3 matches.
36 minutes of non-stop technical and well executed spots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how these guys remember all this shit. I use cannabis. I could never remember all that stuff. 36 minutes of spots. Are you kidding me? With bleeding, all my blood, my lifeblood just pouring. I mean, Swerve's blood was everywhere. So he had to be lightheaded.
They get shit on a lot for what some people deem that is choreographed when it comes to how they do things.
Yeah, I get it.
But listen, they've been doing it long enough and they've worked with each other long enough. With the way things in life adapt, things change, things get more advanced. Who's to say that for a part of or a third or 2/3 of that match, they're not calling it in the ring? How do you know, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, and I'm on the inside. So it's a mystery to me, and I prefer it that way. But I thought this was a good match.
But that's what makes them arts at their craft.
It was the match that I thought it was going to be, which is which is important.
I assumed Osprey was going to be up because they're going into Wembley. It's too perfect of a story. I still think we're probably going to get Kenny and Osprey.
Swerve takes a hell of a beating, man. I'll tell you that.
It was good.
God love the fella.
I'm interesting to see what they do with Swerve.
All right.
I think they're going to run it back with Hangman because Hanger's been off for a little bit.
We'll see. We will see. Let's go into our top 20s. Let's bookend this. This
you
is
ready?
Episode 50.
Man.
Before we get into the top 20, we have and we will still encourage our viewers and listeners to send in their own personal top 20s. This is not our speaking for the masses. This is our speaking for ourselves. So when we do these top 20s, it's because these wrestlers are personal and endearing to us, or endeared to us. So, but 50 episodes of this, a couple episodes of the After Dark, a couple episodes of special guest speaking and minisodes. So thank you for hanging in there with us. But my top 20 looks like this. Number 1.
Hey, hold on.
Yep.
Do you want to go 1 to 20 or 20 to 1?
Let's go 20 to 1. Number 20, Kurt Angle. Number 19, Booker T. Number 18, Razor Ramon. Number 17, Rey Mysterio Jr. Number 16, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Number 15, Cody Rhodes. Number 14, CM Punk. Number 13, Randy Orton. Number 12, Eddie Guerrero. Number 11, Ric Flair. Woo! Number 10, Jake the Snake Roberts.
I did that for my parents.
Number 9, the Game, Triple H. Number 8,
Backlash.
There you go. Andre the Giant. 7, Roman Reigns. Oh, no, this is the wrong list.
I'm not cutting this part out.
No, I'll get back to that point.
Go. I texted him earlier in the day, and I was like, "We're doing 20," and you sent me a list of 22. And he said, "Oh, wait, that was my rough draft."
Here we go.
Then he updated. So here
Number
we go.
7, Undertaker. Number 6, Macho Man Randy Savage. Number 5, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Number 4, The Rock. Number 3, Cena. 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Number 1, Hulk Hogan.
Wow. What a list.
Yes.
Now, before you tell me why that was your list, not the word to refute each other for any reason, but let me give you mine, because there's somebody that I left off this list that I think that there's a lot of people that I know that are going to be kind of like, how could you leave this person off your list?
I mean, it's your list. I don't know how
You're
they
right.
can question that.
But, well, that's
like I said,
that's
our
why.
opinion. We're not polling the
Tell
masses.
me in the comments. Tell me why he should have been on my list.
Yeah.
Number 20, Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Number 19, Bret the Hitman Hart. Number 18, Big Daddy Cool Diesel Kevin Nash.
Oh, that's a hot take.
Number 17, Eddie Guerrero. Number 16, Kurt Angle. Number 15, Baptista. Oh, look at me. I'm a Baptista.
Well, that's it. That's another hot take, though. I know a lot of folks would.
That's okay. This is my list.
I love it. I love it.
Number 14, the Beast incarnate himself, Brock Lesnar.
And I struggled with Brock too. So
at one point, he was in my top 10, and I had to
the most legit wrestler there's ever
devil's
been. That's
advocate,
sure.
if you will, pun intended,
Mm-hmm.
for Paul Heyman. Number 13, lucky number 13, the rated R superstar Edge.
Okay.
Number 12, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Number 11, Rey Mysterio. Number 10, CM Punk. Number 9, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Good. I can't argue that.
Number 8, The Undertaker. Number 7, ooh yeah, Macho Man Randy
It's
Savage.
amazing how much impact the Macho Man Randy Savage had over a generation with barely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he didn't have a lot of title victories.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Just a few.
I mean, one real prominent heavyweight title run.
He did the one thing that Shawn also did where when he hurt, I could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was really good at doing that when
That's
he's
awesome.
a babyface especially.
Very good.
But I loved NWO Macho Man. I liked Bad Guy Macho Man.
Oh, you did. I liked with the Gorgeous George.
What are you doing?
Going through the midlife crisis, Macho
Yeah.
Man.
Took a handful of steroids
Greasy
for a year.
ponytail, little dick tail hanging out the back.
He did have that. What up, Mach?
Yeah. God, it was bad.
Okay, Macho Man at number 7.
Yeah.
Number 6, The Game, Triple H. Number 5, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Number 4, John Cena. Number 3, the Icon, Sting. Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Number 1, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Okay. I mean, I have no issue whatsoever with any of those. I think a case can be made. I think Sting is the one that you'd have to struggle to make a case for because he didn't have a very big tenure in WWE, but he was still there and he still had a run. So, you know.
And again, I did this as top 20 superstars of all time, not WWE superstars. Had it been that, I probably would have dropped him down a little bit. He probably wouldn't even been in the top 20. But that's why I asked you earlier in the day. I'm like, look, I'm really struggling with this. So just do it. Do it as your best of all time. Top 20.
Yeah. Listen to your heart. And
that's how you started this podcast.
That's right. So I end every podcast pretty much the same way. May you, ladies and gentlemen, live as long as you want, but not want for as long as you live. Mike Zeak, I love you, brother. 50 episodes. Pray for 50, 250, 550 more, and a lifetime thereafter for the Bet Mike podcast. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Let's take a sip.
Yep.
Bet Mike podcast, episode 50. We're out. Later.